Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in. And this is another series on the I-Level to High-Level program focusing on the Age Shelf Corporation program. For those who are not familiar with the I-Level to High-Level program brought to you by Rios Business Advisors and Rios Business Funding, let me give you a quick overview. The I-Level to High-Level program was designed to help established and startup businesses get access to cash and credit without enduring the burdens or challenges of taking on debt. We know that debt can be used as a financial instrument to be able to help generate a ton of wealth, and it's done for many centuries and ages. But in the wrong context, debt can also be crippling, and it can prevent businesses and innovations and eventually lead to bankruptcy or failure of business. And so the Rios Business Advisors and Rios Business Funding is focused on developing a way where you get access to the capital that you need, but not taking on the challenges and burdens of credit. And so by following our funding roadmap, we focus on a series of steps in a methodical order to help you get access to two outcomes. Access to business credit lines that can use to stabilize business, because we all know how roller coasters work, and that we can have the financial roller coaster of having lots of business coming in, no business coming in at all, but having debt that's consistent. And the second piece is that not only do you need to be able to have credit lines to be able to help stabilize your operations, but you need cash. And cash is what you'll need to be able to pay off those debts so that you can keep business moving and flowing, especially in times when there's low business activity. But you need it in one certain fashion, and that's non-recourse, meaning that there's no repayment or collection at a later date, which helps you to deploy the revenues for your business overall. And so following our funding roadmap, we can help you get access to anywhere to $100,000 to $100 million in funding or more if needed. It's flexible because we follow the roadmap based on the steps that are important for you, and we make it ideal for every client. And so we follow, as we see here, in a 4-phase roadmap that goes into stages such as initial funding, our non-recourse cash-on-cash investment program, the Age Shelf Corporation program, which I'll cover today, a repeat of the programs, and then you deploy the assets, and we do it over a period of about 7 months. And so what I'm going to focus on this video is focusing on specifically the Age Shelf Corporation program. And so when it comes to the Age Shelf Corporation program, we work with our codenamed Lender B to help you get access to business credit. And there's a cost for the Age Shelf Corporation in that there's one that costs $50,000 and helps you to establish with over up to $500,000 or more in business credit. Now, this is significant for you because there's a lot of different reasons. One, you're able to receive a personal guarantor from Lender B. That means now we're being able to not affect any of your personal credit due to a personal guarantor. And that's going to help you to reduce the liability that you have, and because you're having the company helping you to reduce your taxes and liability by using the Age Corporation as the housing unit for all of the debt. And so if you have an existing company, that's great. You'll just own your Age Shelf Corporation that comes at a cost of $50K, getting you up to $500,000 in business credit lines. And when your company needs money, you just lend it. Lend it from your Age Corporation to your company. It's a loan, so it's not taxable income. And then as your company makes money, you can use it to repay it. And even in another video, we'll talk about the passive investment opportunities that you can get. But a lot of people don't know that using the Age Corporation helps you position yourself to get the most amount of available funding, because most corporations aren't set up to be able to be approved by underwriters at banks. You may have liens. You may work out of home. You may not have a business phone number. You may not even have physical address that shows that you're a business enterprise. And banks pay attention to all those type of things before deciding to hit yes and help you to get approved for the most amount of credit. And so in an example like I'm shown, if you get access to $500,000, Rios Business Advisors doesn't charge an upfront fee. You just pay a fee on the back end of 10%. We're also going to pay the personal guarantor a fee of 10% because they help you be able to get access to the lines of credit, and they can be compensated. And so they won't be able to have control of any finances they get you, but they will be pledging their credit. And then finally, you pay a fee to the funding or broker that can range anywhere from 10 to 15% based upon who that we work with. And that's all the process. And then after that, you have the Age Shelf Corporation. But do keep this in mind, this is just one solution in our breadth of solutions within the I-Level to High-Level program overall. And so a lot of people ask for how do you get started? Ideally, we want somebody that has a stellar credit score above 700 ideal, less than 5 inquiries, and at least $27,000 in annual personal income in the last 2 years. We also want somebody with business revenue of at least $10,000 a month for the last 3 months, or $50,000 annual business income. None of these are exactly hard requirements. Some people come with their own cash to be able to afford the cost of acquiring an Age Shelf Corporation. Some people we will help funding. And through that process to help, we just need you to sign a broker agreement specifically working with Rios Business Advisors. You will have your own agreement for the age shelf corporation, but for us to get started on the process for you, we're going to help you to find initial funding. So we'll need like your driver's license, be able to access your credit report, and the last 2 years of personal tax returns to be able to see how can we help you get initial funding. And then from that, if we need to, we can tap into equity that was in a personal or investment property, tap into things and other assets of value like 401ks, Roth IRAs, or brokerage accounts. If you have a business, we can even tap into using business revenue to help get access to cash using EIN letter, voided check, or the last 4 months of business bank statements. You can even go the SBA route for you. So what ends up happening is that we can tap into using your last 2 years of tax returns, P&L statements, and balance sheets to be able to help you get access to SBA financing. But, don't stress on all these details. Let's have a conversation, a one-on-one, where we advise how can we help you get started with the age shelf corporation and more that the I Level to High Level program has to offer. Set up a one-on-one call, and we look forward to talking with you soon.